Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my channel Saudi English News. I am your host Arif Khan. 390 Turkish companies to invest Saudi Riyal 1 billion in Saudi Arabia. The attractive business environment in the kingdom has succeeded in attracting 390 Turkish companies to invest in the Saudi market with a capital of nearly Saudi Riyal 1 billion, Investment Minister Engineer Khalid Al Faleh confirmed. Engineer Al Faleh made the remarks during his speech at the Saudi Turkish Business Forum that was held in Jeddah on Monday on the sidelines of the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan visit to Saudi Arabia. He also noted that the number of companies with Saudi capital investment in Turkey has now reached 1,140 companies operating in several sectors, indicating they aspire to increase the numbers. Engineer Al Faleh stressed the importance of the joint work between all parties in Saudi Arabia and Turkey to identify challenging investments in the private sectors into the two countries and to work quickly and effectively to solve and overcome them in a way that would benefit them. Saudi Arabia is keen to involve Saudi and foreign private sectors, including the private sectors from Turkey, in the major development process as the national investment strategy aims to enable diversified investment with an estimated total volume of Saudi Riyal 3 trillion or $300 billion by 2030. Engineer Al Faleh indicated that it is a very proud to private sectors companies in both countries that are strong everywhere in the world. What we have not been able to do yet to integrate these distinguished capabilities between Saudi Arabia and Turkey. The ministry said that there are promising opportunities in the kingdoms that large Turkey companies with distinguished capabilities can benefit from independently or by performing investment partnerships with the Saudi private sector institutions. He pointed to the construction sector in Saudi Arabia, which is witnessing an unprecedented resurgence as the volume of spending in it in 2023 exceeding $70 billion annually. The construction sector in Saudi Arabia is expected to reach more than $250 billion by 2030. He also noted that striving to meet the growing demand of the construction and contracting sector provides an opportunity to create many partnerships between Turkish and Saudi companies. This would raise operational efficiency to improve performance, reduce cost and investment in many modern materials and technology, which would also contribute to supporting the transition to clean energy. The kingdom is considered one of the largest food and beverage markets in the region. The Saudi food and beverage market constitutes 60% of the volume of the Gulf market, and its volume by 2020 reached more than $45 billion. He said expected that it will grow by approximately $65 billion by 2035. 12-member gang of fraudsters busted. The Saudi security forces have busted a 12-member gang of online fraudsters who dumped several people of huge amount of money after offering them lucrative returns. Several electronic devices that were designated to make phone calls, as well as SIM cards and mobile devices designated to attract the SIM cards, were seized from their hideout. An official source at the public prosecution stated that the investigations initiated by the Financial Fraud Crimes Wing of the public prosecution resulted in the arrest of gang members who included Saudi citizens and expatriates. It was revealed in the investigations procedures that a number of them made international calls through the specialized device and applications to the phone numbers of the victims inside the kingdom, and that they persuaded in the victims to invest the unlicensed digital currencies. The gang member opened a bank account in a number of Saudi banks and received sum of money and transferred them outside the kingdom. The investigations also showed that some of the defendants had posted their resumes on the social networking program to search for jobs and had received offers from foreign companies to work remotely in return for a low monthly salary. Electronic devices were sent to them by other defendants using the names and uniforms of a well-known telecommunication company, and security installed devices inside homes monitor their operation and hide tracking data. The source said that the public prosecution officials are completing the investigation procedures before referring the gang members to the competent court and demanding several penalties in accordance with the anti-commercial fraud law. The source stressed that the public prosecution continues combating financial crimes in all its city forms, manifestations, and it will not hesitate to bring the perpetrators to justice so as to impose several penalties of them. The public prosecution underlines the need to verify any contract received regarding job offers or investment offers and so on, while adding that this may result in exploitation of data and bank account by fraudsters. Saudi Arabia offers 1 million euro to support Interpol digital transformations. Saudi Arabia has provided a voluntary contribution of 1 million euro to the Interpol Capabilities for Operational Relevance I-Core program. The 10-year I-Core program aims to harness innovation and technology to provide seamless global police information flows, maximizing their operational value at the front lines. The contribution agreement was signed by Interpol Secretary General Judd Stock and Saudi Arabia Ministry of Interior, reprinted by the Colon Abdul Malik Ibrahim Al Sohek, head of the country of Interpol National Central Bureau. The support comes an extension of the kingdom's pioneering role in the exerting all efforts and enhancing participation aimed at eliminating crime and fighting in all its forms. It also demonstrates the importance of Interpol building and developing its capabilities in the field of combating organized and cross-border crimes and tracking criminals at the international level. International traders can terminate sales contract over delay in taking delivery after payment. International sellers are allowed to withhold goods until the buyer pays expenses caused by the delay in taking delivery of goods. In such cases, goods will continue to the under the possession or disposal of the seller. However, this is the exception in case wherein there is a condition to make the payment of the price of goods only at the time of its delivery. This is one of the provisions of United Nations Conventions of Contract of the International Sale of Goods CISG or Vienna Conventions. The Saudi Council Minister approved on 22 June 2023 the Kingdom's Association of UNCIG. The move will enable Saudi Arabia to implement regulatory and legislative frameworks for cross-border trade in line with the international standards, leading to the integration of its economy with regional and global markets. In addition, in helping kingdoms enhance its local contract systems, association to the CISG will also provide clarity to the business through the improvement transparency in international trade procedures. It also provides mechanism to resolve disputes more efficiently and help eliminate trader obstacles. It should also promote the diversification of the Saudi economy and facilitate more participation by small and medium enterprises in cross-border trade. The CISG stressed that the buyer loses the right to declare the contract cancelled or to request replacement of goods from the seller in the event of the inability of buyer to return goods in a condition that closely matches their conditions at the time of taking delivery. The seller is allowed to cancel contract in specified cases, notably when the buyer fails to comply with entire payment, that price, or taking delivery of goods within the additional period specified by the seller. The contract can also be cancelled if a buyer says he will not pay or the price or receipt of the goods within the extended periods. Even if the buyer pays the price of goods, or seller has right to cancel the contract in the event of late payment by the buyer. The contract can also be cancelled in the event of violation other than delay in taking the delivery of goods with the seller kingdoms in such violation, or after the expiry of the additional period specified by the seller, or after the buyer's declaration of non-compliance with the obligations in the additional period. In the event of a difference in prices, after the termination of the contract with the buyer purchasing substitute goods or the seller reselling goods, the party claiming compensation is entitled to get the difference between the contract price and the replacement purchase price, or the price at resale together with the other compensation. It is stated that the provisions of the agreements. The CISG is a multilateral treaty that established the uniform framework for international commerce. As of May 2023, it has been ratified by 95 countries, representative two-thirds of its world trade. The purpose of the CISG is to provide a modern, uniform, and fair regime for contract for the international sale of goods. Thus, the CISG contributes significantly to introducing certainty in commercial exchange and decreasing transaction cost. The contract of sale of broken international trade in all countries, irrespective of their legal tradition or level of economic development. As per the contract, obligations of the seller include delivering the goods in conformity with the quantity and quality stipulated in the contracts, as well as related documents and transferring the property in the goods. Obligations of the buyers include the payment of the price and taking delivery of the goods. The aggrieved party may require performance, claim damage, or avoid the contract in case of fundamental breach. Thank you so much for watching my video.